What's up guys, DK here with Collector's Impact, and today we're going to review all of the cards in the Sultry Seductress subset for Series 2 of the Dangerous Divas expansion. Not too long ago on the channel, I featured the 9 subset cards from Series 1 from this Sultry Seductress set that I won off of eBay, and considering that I got those and they only made 2 expansions, I went ahead and picked up the other ones as well so that I would have the full set that they ever produced. So if you want to see the cards from the subset 1, link is in the description, of course, over here. So it's in the description if you want to see that, but let's go ahead and jump into this subset. So first we start out with She-Hulk, the green She-Hulk, and this one I kind of like it. Its flavor is definitely pretty unique. The Southern Charm thing, I'm a pretty big fan of that. That's really nice with the straw hanging out of her mouth and the little cowboy hat and all that. I mean, it's pretty flavorful. This is one of my favorite cards in this subset, to be honest. It's really well done. Up next is Black Widow's card, and this one is probably my favorite one in this whole subset. It's very subtle yet very flavorful. I think that it fits Black Widow quite well. And overall, just the looks of this card, the aesthetics of this card, it's a very good one. I think that I will be getting this one slabbed up and add it to my graded card collection at some point for sure. All right, next is the Rogue card, and this one's a little over the top. It's kind of, I mean, it's all right and everything, but it's just so, it reminds me of like 1980s glamour shots, like. Maybe that's what they're going for, to be honest, but it's kind of an odd one. It's not bad or anything, that's for sure. It's just like, it's kind of over the top. All right, and up next is Kyera, and this one, in contrast to the Rogue card there, this one is pretty subtle. Overall, its flavor is very nice. It's kind of a middle-of-the-road card in the set, at least in my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion, so your taste may vary quite a bit in terms of how the cards look and which ones you might want to go after for your personal collection if you're in the market for any of these cards in particular, or if you just like seeing the cards, that's cool too. And next is the Red She-Hulk. This one, yeah, I like this one overall. It's a little bit on the dark side. She looks pretty dang evil, but she is Red She-Hulk, so, what are you going to do, right? So she's, overall, the presentation's pretty good. It's slightly over the top, but not like Rogue. All right, next is Mystique's card, and this particular card, this is an issue with this very specific one. It has like a print line here, and you can tell that the foil that they used on this side versus that side is different. So the print sheet itself had a foil change over there, so it slightly ruins the aesthetics of this particular card, though the artwork is really interesting and pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. I'd put it in the top 3 or 4 for the set. It's all right. Next is Sin. This one is very generic for what it is, I think. I mean, the overall artwork and the pose and everything, it's just not super captivating for me, but, then again, I'm not a huge fan of Sin as a character, so yeah, I don't know. It may be pretty good. Who knows? Overall, it's not bad or anything, that's for sure. It just doesn't really make me go, wow, I got to get that graded, All right, next we have Emma Frost. This one I would like a bit more if it wasn't so cartoony. You know what I mean? Some of the art styles on these vary quite a bit, and I find it a little bit interesting just how much they vary. I'm not a huge fan of when the cards look flat, like when the image itself looks like it's like a sticker on the card rather than has some 3D effect to it. It may be kind of hard to tell on camera, as it is looking pretty good here in the viewfinder, but this one, in comparison to some of the other ones, it just really falls flat on the card itself. It doesn't have like a super good 3D look to it, which maybe, that's a preference that some people might like as well. I'm just not really big into that. And the last card in the set is the Black Cat card, and this one is nowhere near as good as the Black Cat card from subset 1. It's It's okay though. I mean, it's in the top 3 for me as well. I do like the Black Cat cards. They do pretty well on this card as a general rule. They really like the character, and they give her some pretty good artwork and everything on her cards, at least for this era of the cards. This is like the mid-2000 teens. These are from 2013 specifically. Still, overall, not bad. I like having the cat there in the background. That's a nice touch. It's pretty cool. But you really can't, like, at least for me. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Those 2 versions of Black Cat, this one for me wins every time. But it's nice to have them both. They would make a nice graded pair for your collection. Well, that wraps up the video for today, guys. If you enjoyed that video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, as it really does help with the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, or especially graded card submissions and reveals and discussions and everything, I don't just cover Marvel and stuff. I do talk about Pokemon and Magic and other cards and games and stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you along for the ride. And thanks again for coming by, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care.